my soul. I know what I want, but I just don't know how to.
I noticed that I wear this sweatshirt a lot in my videos, but that's also because I babysit on Fridays a lot, and I usually wear this sweatshirt. I couldn't think of the word. I'm really tired. I usually wear this sweatshirt to babysit because it doesn't really bother me if, like, she throws spaghetti or mac and cheese or something at me and I'm wearing this sweatshirt. So, anyways, I just thought I would point that out. But okay, Rachel, you posted, and I didn't even remind you. I don't know if anybody else reminded you, but I was just really excited that you posted. Now I'm trying to think of what you talked about, because I can't remember. I know that you talked about how, like, school started a week earlier than you thought at CSU, but you're all cut up now, so that's, I said cut up, you're not cut up, you're caught up, so that's good. You were talking about auditions for Cat's Play. I'm probably gonna go to both nights as long as, like, I don't have to babysit one of the nights or something. I don't know. Hannah, I wish you, like, could be here for this play and try out, and we could all be in a play together again, like we were in Shoes. It's just, like, sad. But at the same time, like, me and Rachel and Mariah and George were, like, all in a play together. Like, that was our first play together, was Trojan Women. And so if we all got casted, then it would be, like, a reunion, kind of. Except that weird Caitlin girl wouldn't be there, which would be a good thing. At least hopefully she wouldn't be there. I don't know. Hannah, you talked about how you, like, totally understand when I was talking about waiting for rides. And, like, I feel so bad for you that you have to ask people for rides. Like, that makes me really sad that you've slept in the shop or whatever before because you were too embarrassed. But I don't know, like, I totally understand where you're coming from, because that was, like, when I didn't have my license and I would want to hang out with Becca. She lives in, like, Avon Lake, which is, like, a half hour or more driving distance. And so I'd be like, well, can you pick me up, and then we'll go back to your house, and then you'll have to take me home again. And I was like, I'll give you gas money. Like, I just felt so bad because I was like, oh my gosh, like, she keeps coming to pick me up. Like, she must really love me. But yeah, so, like, I understand how it can really suck asking people to pick you up or take you home when they're so out of the way. What else did you talk about? Oh, you showed us a picture of your tree, I think, but it was kind of hard to see because it was, like, from your phone. But Mariah showed it to me, like, I don't know if it was, like, where it was that she showed it to me. Oh, I think it was when we were on the way to church, for Christmas, which I will tell you about in a minute. But, yeah, she's like, oh yeah, Hannah's tree, and it's so adorable, and it looks like a Dr. Seuss kind of tree, and yeah. Okay, so Christmas is a different day in the Orthodox religion than it is in, I think, every other Christian religion, because we are on a different calendar than everyone else. We also have a different New Year, but I'm not positive what day that is. I would have to look it up and get back to you, but I never celebrate the Orthodox New Year. And Easter is only the same as, like, Catholic Easter and other Christian Easters every 5 years. So, like, I'm not positive when our Easter is this year compared to other people's Easter, but usually, like, it goes the same Sunday, 1 week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, and then the same Sunday again. So it's like every 5 years we have Easter on the same Sunday, but otherwise it's a different Sunday than yours. And I'm not positive. I think it was the same Sunday last year, so I think it's a week later this year, but I'm not positive. It's really hard to keep track. But yeah, we're just on a different calendar. Like, that's literally the only reason. It's like, I don't know, I don't want to, like, tell you what to believe, but what we believe is that it's the more accurate calendar. So, Jesus was not born on December 25th. Not to me, anyways. He was definitely born January 7th for me. So, like, December 25th, I celebrate with my family and we open presents, but I don't celebrate the birth of Christ until January. But yeah. Let's see. I can't think of anything else you talked about. So I'll just tell you guys about my week because I don't think anybody else posted. Unless Anna, I just said Anna, I think. But anyways, Hannah, you probably posted last night, but I haven't looked. So I don't know. I'm sorry. But anyways, I really have to poop right now, so I'm going to try and make this short because I want to go poop. So my first week of classes went pretty well, except Tuesday I was vomiting in the morning, and I've come to the conclusion, because my stomach was really hurting all week, I'm pretty sure it's just my chronic gastritis acting up because I've been stressed because of school, which stress is one of the causes or symptoms or whatever for it. So I think that's really, but it was just weird because, like, I've never really thrown up because of it before. I usually just have diarrhea, but I don't know, I was throwing up Monday and I just felt gross all day and I had a headache and dizziness, and so I didn't go to classes. Oh, I said Tuesday. Monday we didn't have class. But then on Wednesday, I went to class, which was just ballet and modern, and it was lots of fun, and I pretty much knew what to expect since I took them last semester. And then Thursday was jazz and acting with Dave Cotton. I love him so much, which is also my Tuesday class, but I obviously wasn't there. But anyways, it was really funny because in jazz, Kyle was, like, taking attendance or whatever, and there were a few other people that weren't there on Tuesday, and then, like, I guess he's kind of bad with names or whatever, like, he doesn't remember people's names very well, but, he was, like, asking me, because he's like, Anna Tumbis, and he's like, do you want me to say Tumbis? And I was like, well, I mean, that's the Eastern European way if you want to, and he's like, well, do you want me to say Tumbis? And I was like, you know, I don't really care, you can call me whatever you want, and he goes, well, don't say that, because then I'll start calling you dumbass, and so, for the rest of the class, he just kept calling me dumbass, and it was so funny, and then, like, later on in the class, he, like, was kind of talking to a few different people, and then he was like, what's your name again? And I was like, it's Dumbass! And then he was like, okay, we really need to stop, or that nickname will stick with you. So I'm not sure if I'll be Dumbass for the rest of the semester or not. I guess we'll have to see Tuesday what happens. But it was just so funny. Like, everybody was just cracking up, because he's like, Dumbass! It was really funny. What else? Acting was a lot of fun. Rachel, and I guess Mariah, you went to see Eurydice, but Lou, the French exchange student guy, is in acting with me, and we have to do a scene together, like a 10-minute or so long scene, like 10 pages. So I'm really excited. Like, Dave brought in a couple scenes for us to look through, but I also thought of a couple scenes that I thought would be fun. Like, I don't know if any of you have heard of, I can't think of the name of it, but it's by Neil LaBute, and it is about when the Twin Towers were attacked. There was a man who was having an affair with a woman, and he went to have an affair that morning rather than going to work, so his family thought that he was in the towers when they were attacked and thought that he died that day, when in reality he was still alive and with his mistress. And so, like, the whole play is just him and his mistress arguing about, like, whether he should go back to his family or they should run away together or whatever. And, because I think she was his boss and, like, worked in the same building, so she would supposedly have been dead also. But yeah, it's just a really, like, I have not read it or seen it, but I know that it's really good. So Dave has a copy of that, and he's going to bring it to class on Tuesday for us to look at. So I think I want to do a scene from that because I think it would be really fun. And then I also have to do another scene with another guy. I don't know him. His name is Matt. But I'm not sure what scene I want to do with him yet. But, well, I don't know. I could do the 9/11 one with him and do a different one with Lou. I'm not sure. But, yeah, I'm really excited. And this is like 10 minutes long, so I need to poop.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.